Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. 2-1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Running left, it's Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Niner defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Hodgins in motion. Throwing, Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. There's some good players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Rita. Detroit Johnson. Other side.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Samuel with a catch, and he's still the gold standard for receivers getting work out of the backfield, even if his numbers fell in 2022. Most yards, carries among NFL receivers, over 850 total yards for him in 2022. Not too shabby since he only played 13 games.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Niners are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate. The always tough NFL.
And he goes out right around the 39. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Purdy.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You talk about this Giant defense.
They were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
I just consider myself fortunate that I'm not in charge of the offensive line. They gave up 7 sacks last week. And if things don't improve in this game, the head coach isn't going to be looking at the offensive line. He's going to be looking at the offensive line coach. And that's when things get dicey.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to the ground attack here is McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Taking it right down Broadway. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Bounds right there. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Purdy now to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Unlock Lion. Take go.
McCaffrey. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. He got halfway home there, down to the 1, but a good job of keeping him out of the end zone.
Exactly. Halfway home isn't all the way home, right? So they feel pretty good about keeping him out on that play.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try and power it in with Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Giants nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
But certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Eight yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And the Niners get there and bring him down. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Second down.
Back to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Looking to throw. Jones.
he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Fourth down, Jones and the offense stayed put. They're going for this.
Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
0, Harris Campbell. A gain of 9 yards. First down, New York.
Back to throw again. Completed to Hyatt. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw again.
Looking Hyatt's way once again.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He has Hyatt over the middle. And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones.
Caught along the left side by Hyatt.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Giants.
Jalen Hyatt
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Giants are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Graham Gano to kick off for New York.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Let's go.
On first down, it's Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, here's Mitchell. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
4th down try. Here's Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Purdy bootlegging it. Flush to his right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. Final play of the half. Purdy. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. This is Samuel. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Purdy.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This will be taken at the 10.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return.
And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
10 yards on the pickup.
Throwing Jones.
That is incomplete.
And in the second half of the tied game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
64 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
After a couple of seasons of battling injuries, the former #2 overall pick returned to Pro Bowl form with over 1,300 yards and 10 touchdowns. Just as important, played 16 games and handled over 350 touches, essentially carrying the Giants' offense.
And he's going to be met at about the 43. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. They're going to bring back to the line now. On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Go, North Copper! Go, North Copper!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
On the pickup, it's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Timberland, 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 Timberland.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Okay, here we go.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jones.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. 10 yards, good for a giant first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
56.
That's out quickly to Hyatt. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Eluding the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Detroit Johnson, Detroit Johnson. Goldfish.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Goal, north salad. Goal, north salad.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Other side, other side.
Looking to throw. Jones. That's caught. It's Waller. Touchdown, Giants.
Touchdown, New York.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Giants have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Giants 14, 49ers 7. Graham Gano to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll find McLeod on the right side, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. Down the right sideline. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. There was a great article in the paper yesterday about how he likes to run angry. Plays like that, you can feel it, can't you?
As long as he doesn't drive angry, we're okay. Because when he's on the field, that anger works for him. It fuels him, it powers him, and the end result runs like that.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Purdy. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Credit that to the former Georgia Bulldog, Azeez Ojulari getting in there to bring him down.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Let's go.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Purdy. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
2 yards, good enough for a first. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
17 yards and a Giant first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now Jones. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Complete right side to Hyatt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Off play action. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Flush to his right.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Cockroach, cockroach, cockroach. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. To the right for Chino. To the right for Chino. Up we go.
Back to throw. Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
So a big play there on fourth, and now 1st and 10 at the 30.
Detroit, Detroit, Detroit. Up we go.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Up we go.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So the completion good for just 3. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Purdy now to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position could get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Purdy from the gun. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Now second down and a few inches. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here's second down. To throw is Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here we go.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
Detroit. Bama. Dom Capers.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Here we go. This is fourth down. Now Jones gets this to Waller. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Jones. And his throw is incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
Right shift to Cruz.
Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Ah, what a time for a lapse defensively. That turns this game right on its ear. And now, forget about going fast. They might want to take the air out a little bit and force the defense to use some timeouts.
Here's first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Got a quick flash about being in their huddle. Whatever the play call was, it was tagged with these words: make sure you stay in the middle of the field. That's where we want to be.
And he did just that. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Okay, here we go.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
South salad, South salad, South salad, South salad.
Here's Jones.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now Jones.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Meanwhile, Jones' throw complete here to Waller.
They go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
He's got Slayton on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
And quickly they get to the line. Throwing Jones.
1st down.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT.
Okay, here we go.
Breida, they'll go up the middle. Overtime here out west, and you got a team from the Eastern time zone. Maybe their body clock's a little thrown off, or is that overhyped?
I don't think it's overhyped, and I think that for most teams, you're hoping that your mind overrules your body, because your body's looking for slippers and bedtime clothes, right? They're looking for the pajamas. But in this case, you've got to stay with it mentally. And what a lot of teams do, they never change their watches. They always say on East Coast time, and just go ahead that way to try and defeat any of the effects of moving to the west.
That's complete. And he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
111 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Now it's Purdy's turn in overtime. And that is nearly intercepted. Oh, that would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, it's just second down.
And here in overtime, that had the potential to be the definition of a game-changing interception. But he couldn't find a way to pull it in, and that's a disappointment there.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on second down.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Here is 3rd and 5.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. McCaffrey on the counter. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Throwing, Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. A handoff left. McCaffrey gets past one man. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner.
So it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody.
And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. So this is certainly a tough test here in the early career of the rookie kicker. This to win it in overtime. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left, and this game will remain tied. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended.